Hey everybody, Mr. Brosnahan here with the Marion Minute. Today is 1st of October, 2024. Hopefully you've had a great September and moving on into the fall season here. Definitely was nice and cool this morning. Had a lot of people comment on how comfortable it was for them, and obviously, as we know, as we get to the wintertime here, it definitely will continue to do that and cool off. And in December, January, we'll be waiting for that March thaw. But hey, as we get going along, I wanted to send out a few things here and just touch base with everybody. Definitely want to encourage you that if you have any questions or comments, whether it pertains to school or whatever else, by all means give us a call here at school. Would love to talk to you in regards to whatever it might be and be as transparent as we're able to be. So as we get going along here, we had homecoming week a couple weeks ago here in Marion. Congratulations to Ashton Kestelut and Haley Stahl for being named the king and queen of our homecoming court. And of course, throughout that week, we had a lot of activities going on, not only with the football game on Friday, but there were volleyball matches, cross-country runs, races, so on and so forth. Lots and lots of success on the sports field and out there in the activities that individuals are participating in. Want to congratulate them and want that to continue here as we move into more of a tournament season coming up here. Additionally, there was some awesome things that I'd like to recognize. Obviously, the parade was fantastic. I had a number of community members comment on how great the parade was. I can't personally remember a time where there were as good of floats for the kids that as I saw this year. They were very well thought out, very well done. A true testament to them. Want to send a big thank you out to our band, Miss Hentges and our band, for marching in the parade. They did a fantastic job there, and also want to say thank you to Mrs. Whip from the Freeman Public School for bringing the Freeman Band over and participating in that activity as well. Speaking of the band and of the music program, want to thank you for coming out to the concert in the park last Thursday night. We did have the pep band out there with playing some tunes for everybody, and I know they had some pop floats, and just had a good old time out in the park. A big thank you to Miss Hentges for her forefront in putting that on, as well as all of the band members in the talents that they shared that evening. Thank you very much. As we get going along, there are some other things that are going to be taking place here. We got the one-act play that's coming up. Ms. Schanzenbach and Ms. Timmerman are going to be having tryouts coming up for that. So we'll get you some more information as that gets up and running. Couple things in the way of the calendar. First and foremost, we originally had conferences scheduled for this upcoming Friday, which is the 3rd of October. That is, upcoming Thursday, the 3rd of October. That is no longer taking place. After reassessing and having the schedules come out, we found that there were 3 events taking place that evening, and we wanted to make sure that parents were able to be here for conferences. So back in August, the school board did adjust our school calendar. It is correct and current on the website. If you need a copy of it, please visit our website there and take a look. But instead of conferences being this Thursday, we will have a full day of school on Thursday the 3rd. And conferences have now been moved to Thursday, October 17th. So conferences will be Thursday, October 17th. On that day, we will have an early dismissal, and you'll be able to meet with your teachers between 1:30 and 7:30 on that day specifically. Obviously, if you have other concerns or questions, by all means, reach out to your teachers, to your students' teachers, and ask questions and meet with them at your leisure. By all means, that is definitely something that is available to you as a parent, and always great to have an open line of communication between the classroom and home. Also that night on the 17th is this. Miss Usella is going to have a financial aid night for those seniors that are planning to go to post-secondary school. I would recommend all seniors, no matter what the decision is, to come do this and take a look at this. If you have never done the FAFSA before, it is a little overwhelming. So definitely would encourage you to take a look at coming to that. which is going to be held at 6:30 on conference night, which is October 17th at 6:30 in the music room with Mrs. Usella. So please take a look at that. Would love to see you there and participate if that's something that you would like assistance with. What else do we got here? Hey, we've got an invitation to everybody to come eat with their child or their children or their grandchild on October 16th. We're going to have Eat with Your Child Day. We want to welcome you into the school. Come have lunch here at through our food service department. That day we'll be having nachos grande. That'll come with a salad bar, all the fixins that go along with the salad bar, and then your choice of white or chocolate milk. The price for an adult is $4.98, and we can bill that directly to your lunch account, so you don't have to worry about bringing cash that day or whatnot. We can definitely bill it, and would love to have you participate in that and check out not only what your kids go through on a daily basis as far as the lunch and the lunch line and that whole ordeal, but also to enjoy the day and fellowship with littles here at the school. We'd love to have you. Reminder that if you do want to participate on the 16th in eating with your child or children, you need to let the front office know. Please let Amanda know in the main office by noon on the 15th. So by noon the day before, please let Amanda know of your intentions to eat here at the school, because we need to make sure that we get lunch counts correct for preparation and making sure we have enough for everybody. Let's see, what else do we got? Hey, I want to send out a reminder because of, this is not something that's new. This has been going on since last year, something I implemented last year, and it does take a little bit of practice, I guess, so to speak, if it hasn't been something that's been practiced in the past. If you are a visitor to the school, you are more than welcome to come in. We'd love to have you. We'd love to see you. But you need to make sure a couple things take place. First off, we need to make sure that you check in the main office with Amanda. We need to make sure we know who's in the building and at what times. Not only does it help protect everybody that's in the building, but it's also a safety precaution for you as the visitor, because heaven forbid, and I know it's probably super unlikely to happen, but heaven forbid there was a fire or there was a massive storm or tornado or something that took place. We want to make sure that we're able to account for those that were in the building at the time of those catastrophic events or in case of an emergency. Once you check in at the main office, we do have visitor badges. Yes, I understand that we know most of the people that are going to be in the building, but we also want to identify those that are outside of the building as visitors to the building, where you will wear a visitor badge. And then when you are ready to leave, check back into the main office, return your visitor badge, and sign out. Again, it's not to be an inconvenience to anybody. It's just to make sure that we here at the school are ensuring that the safety of everybody in the building is at the forefront of what we're doing each and every single day. So we just appreciate your help with that. Again, stop in the main office if you're coming to visit. We'd love to have you, and we'll go from there. What else do we got? We just sent out yesterday, I believe it was, the journalism class is currently not only working on the yearbook in their class, but they're working on some other journalism type of projects. But they also have put together a newsletter. And our first newsletter just came out yesterday. It's the September Bear Pride newsletter. We did send it out via social media, via text messages. Check it out. There's a lot of great highlights in there. It talks about homecoming, which we noted here today. It talks about some student and senior spotlights. It talks about some of our foreign exchange students that are currently living in our community and participating in our schools each and every day. It highlights some of our staff. So we just want to help you get the word out there. Obviously, it's all done by our students in that class, so we want to highlight their hard work in that regard, in that educational arena. And then also on the very last page, there are some important dates for October. Obviously, those are always subject to change depending on situations, but as of right now, those are the dates kind of for October for you to maybe plan for with the upcoming things that month. Finally, I think I'm going to leave it here. It looks like we're running a little over 10 minutes. I apologize for the length. Did have a lot of things to talk about. On October 14th at 6:30 p.m., October 14th at 6:30 in the music room, we are going to have a school board meeting. If you are not up to date in kind of what's taking place with the school board meeting and with the school board, as you are probably aware, we did have a bond fail a couple of different times, but that isn't stopping what trying to move forward with some different updates and projects here within the school building. So the school board is going to be meeting again. This will be our third or fourth meeting with Co-op Architects, again with some different plans and some different directions that we're looking at going. We're hoping to make a decision here coming up in the next, hopefully at the next meeting, a decision at the direction that we're going to be going, and then looking at finalizing some different plans, working with the architects to get a drawing put into place, and eventually going out to bid for some projects starting hopefully next summer. So that's kind of exciting thing going on here. I was having a conversation last night, before I let you go here, I was having a conversation last night with a local community member at the volleyball game, and it was a great conversation. We talked a little bit about politics, we talked a little bit about the school, we talked a little bit about the school board, and in reflecting on that conversation, I just want to let everybody know how proud I am and how blessed I really feel to help be part of this community and help to be part of this school district. We've got a phenomenal staff. We've got amazing kids, and it's just truly something that I don't believe that everyone recognizes what's really done here each and every single day. Can we get better at different things? Of course. Everybody can in every area probably of our lives. But at the same time, I think that we've got a group of individuals within the building that are really focused on doing what's best for our kids, doing what's best for our community. And I just want to say thank you to not only them, the kids, but to you as a community member for providing feedback and giving some insight as to ideas and things that you see from time to time. I may not always make a decision that goes one way or the other, but I promise you that with the ideas and the input that I do receive, it is reflected upon and it is looked at from a 600-foot level, so to speak, to try to gain some perspective and insight on things that you're thinking. So really, really, really want to thank you for everything here. We have an amazing school. I'm going to leave it there for this Marion Minute. Have a great day. By the way, going back to our BEAR backronym, building excellence, achieving results. Bear Pride.